Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update. November 3rd. We are rocking along here into November. Definitely feeling like fall in the air out there. A little chilly out there. We got some lot of great things to pop into. Big event next week I want to talk more about in this weekend update. But first thing I'll hop into is our weekly snapshot. So first one, we want to dive into the DC Metro and the full region. Some of our stats. For the first time in the last 6 or 8 weeks, we have seen a little bit of a backup on most of these numbers for the DC Metro area. 6.5% less showings last week than the week before. 4.5% less contracts last week, which it's not a big number. I mean, it's 50 less contracts in the grand scheme of things. 1,089. 4.5% is less than 50. And then 9.2% less listings. That's about 90 less listings than a week ago. So 1,100 to 1,000. So it's not a huge drop, but a slight drop from week to week. So we'll continue to chart. Hopefully we can keep on that. I mean, it's 11% less than a week ago. So we had this big conversation yesterday in the mastermind about 25 and 30% less. I mean, we're not that much less. Our contracts are down 12% from year over year and 11% year over year. This is actually about as close as we've gotten to last year's numbers, believe it or not. Most of the year we've lived at that 25 to 30% less. So we're getting closer to what last year's fall is. I don't know if that's good or not, but it's better that we're kind of leveling out. We're not seeing as big a drop as we saw at this point last year. In the North Central Virginia region, not as bad. The showings were actually up 6%, so some buyers are out there, which is good. Contracts down 11%, which is about 31 contracts on a 308 total there. And new listings down 4.4%. It's 12 listings. It's not a huge deal on 323, but down a touch on new listings in this area. In the Baltimore metro area, some decent stats here. 3% down in showings, so not a huge number. 30 showings less, and then plus 3.7% contracts. So a couple more contracts than last week, which is good. So level there in the Baltimore metro area, and 4% more listings. So about 28 more listings than last week. So good stuff overall. Baltimore metro staying pretty flat, if not up a little bit in some spots. Our Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle stats. Pretty flat across the board. We got, we're down on one number, but 1% more showings, so about the exact same amount of showings. 6% less contracts. It's about 11 less contracts than last week. Our new listings were down a good bit, 21%. It's about 40 less. So last week we had 200, this week about 163. So that is a fairly significant percentage less. So we'll see if we get some of those listings back next week or not in that West Virginia, Maryland Panhandle. Our top performers for last week. Cousin Morgan Samson had a couple big sales last week. Number one in volume for the whole company last week. Congrats, Morgan. Natalie Mcartor and Kurt, great job last week. Mary Beth, Lewandowski, Greg Kolandjian, and Tracy Davis. Great job by all five of you last week in the top five in volume. Top five in transactions, a very similar list. Natalie had the most transactions, though, and then I believe this was a four-way tie for second. Morgan Samson, Mary Beth, Lewandowski, Greg Kolandjian, and Tracy Davis. So great job to all of our top individuals. Our top teams for last week in volume. Casey Samson team, fueled by that Morgan Samson big week. They had some other sales, but I joked to Casey that he's number one because, Morgan carried him. Shepherd Homes Group, number two last week. Great job, Jason and crew. The K Group, with Charles Kim as the leader. The Redstone Group, Joe Stansfield and Dana Jackins in the Stansfield Signature Real Estate Group. Top five in volume last week. Top five in transactions, Shepherd Homes Group, Casey Samson team, the K Group, the Redstone Group, and the Carolyn Young team. So great job to all of our top teams. Some updates. So next Friday's big day. We got a really, really cool event. I'd love for everybody to come that can. We're going to be Friday, November 10th. We're going to be at the Waterford Event Center in Springfield. Beautiful venue. Chris McCullough's done a great job finding the venue and really leading the charge here as our event director. So it's going to be an all-day event. So 9, you can check in, start to get breakfast. The sessions start, I believe, at 9:30, 9:45, and it goes all the way till 6. The happy hour kind of starts 4 to 4:30. But you get breakfast, you get lunch, and then you get 2 tickets for your happy hour after all the stuff done. So it's a full day for that $59 price point. Trust me, it's costing a lot more per person than $59. We're trying to keep it reasonable so everybody can get in there. But the lineup, I mean, look at this, guys. Obviously from our company, we've got Jason, you got Carolyn Young, you've got Casey and I there at the bottom. We did these in alphabetical order. Nikki Lagoris, great realtor. Eric Pearson, the CEO and founder of Pearson Smith. Kimber Manchetti, leads KW Capital Properties. John Coleman, fantastic, partners with Jason Martin and the Jason Martin team. Sean Reagan, fantastic producer. They do about 200 transactions a year, Reagan and Dutco. Ryan Zook, everybody knows, been the leader of the Dwellis team forever. Great personality, great guy. Jennifer Mack, a fantastic realtor. Now with EXPs, we got a great team. Dustin Fox, who's with Pearson Smith, he's going to teach a great class on AI and ChatGPT. And he's got 45 realtors on his team last I heard, and tons of transactions. And then Carrie Scholl, obviously she's been the number one team in this area for a long time, and I don't even know what the numbers are. I need to look them up, but I think it's like 500, 600 million last year her team does, so she's just a giant. And then Justin Levitch, he's the CEO of Arla at Properties. Great company, DC metro area all over there. If you're DC, Southern Maryland based, they're a little bit bigger in the DC, big player in DC, but CEO of Arla and which is now at Properties as well. So I mean, just a star-studded group. We've also got Ryan McLaughlin, the CEO of NVAR, who's going to be a moderator and help MC. Christian Brindley, who helps run Real Producers, who owns Real Producers, a great person who's going to help MC and moderate some panels for. And Stacy Holscher, who's the regional director for Redfin, is also going to be a moderator and help us with a lot of stuff. So just great day, great people, getting to hear what all these top experts have to say on the market, on marketing, the implications of some of this lawsuit stuff. Some of the CEOs are getting into a little bit. There's going to be some great knowledge spawn out and a great day of community and networking. So I would highly encourage you, go to topproducertakeover.com and sign up. These are just some of the topics. I know I talked through them with 10 ways ChatGPT will revolutionize your real estate business, growth planning in a dynamic market, foundation pillars of any successful real estate business, proactive production solutions for a slowing market, and gain insights into leadership and strategic decisions and a Q&A with those CEOs. I mean, this is great stuff, guys. I mean, these are within these topics, tons of great conversations and classes. And, to me, if I were a practicing realtor out there, you couldn't keep me away from this day. I would find whatever it was I could do to be there and hear what's going on. So topproducertakeover.com, going to be a great day of community and insight. So I hope all of you can join us. Let's fill that crowd with all those Samson people out there. The link is shared publicly, and we'll have other people, but I would love to show up at Samson Force and let everybody know what a great brokerage we are. HQ to you. So we had a great job in Silver Spring, great turnout. It was happened to be the day after the lawsuits came down, so we had a lot of discussion about that. So HQ to you was great, though. Lots of great training and a great time there. Next week, we're going to be in Fredericksburg at the Fredericksburg Country Club for HQ to you. We've also got set up for December 6th in Frederick office and December 14th down at our Richmond office. So you can go if you're in those areas. Obviously, a lot of areas, West Virginia, Gaithersburg, and all those, you can easily get to Frederick. Richmond, our Fredericksburg, and our Southern Virginia people can easily get down to that Richmond office, and maybe a good opportunity to do that. Our November sales meeting will be in Lake Ridge. It'll be at the Old Hickory Golf Club. Great venue, nice big open area that we can have the meeting. So Old Hickory Golf Club, November 15th, we'll have our super sales meeting there. Also want to remind you all the lunch and learns coming up. We'd love for you to get referral rewards, $500, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000. You can introduce them to me or bring them to a lunch and learn. We got Fredericksburg Country Club on Wednesday, Old Hickory Golf Club on November 15th we talked about. Then December 6th, we're going to be in Frederick. We're locking out exactly where. December 14th, we're going to be in Richmond. So you can put both those on your calendar as well. If you're in those areas, you can HQ to you or invite people in. We also have a brand new video on joinsamson.com that I taped a couple weeks ago. So go up to joinsamson.com. You can see a brand new lunch and learn. Got all the most up-to-date information in our studio here. It came out great. Justin did a great job with it. So, you can always share that with people if we're not going to be in your area in the near future. Also, always introduce them to me and or Mark, our director of recruiting. We'll take good care of them. Cardinal Title Group's been doing a great education series on SOAR. It's called SOAR. Take your business to the next level. We've got our first Maryland. We've done Lake Ridge and Tyson so far. Our first Maryland class is going to be in Bowie, Tuesday the 14th. So we'll have assumptions and other creative financing and purchase options with Mary Fredenberg, one of our great Cardinal Title Group attorneys, and how to adjust your buyer and seller consultation in light of the commission lawsuits with Lynn Hamilton. So really great pertinent information. Two great teachers and great speakers. Would be a great time to get out there and learn from some of our great people. It looks like at the bottom there, we're also going to have one December 11th in Alexandria. So if you want to circle that date on your calendar as well. We talked about our HQDUs coming up. This is the lineup for Fredericksburg. So some of you are like, what's an HQDU? Networking breakfast, KV Core present, lead generation using all Samson resources, a real scout class, Q&A with Sarah and I, always from 11 to 11:45. It's an Ask Me Anything situation. We talk about lots of different things out there, but it becomes a great time to share and talk to each other. 11:45, 12:15, we'll have Cardinal Title Group class, then lunch, social media class, business planning class, prospecting, how to use our print center with newsletters and postcards to help generate business. So just great teachers, great classes. You will not walk out of that day without tons of great things that can help you build your business, I promise. So that's all next Wednesday. Just a reminder, we've got our great group coaching classes on Tuesdays. The 7th will be with Sam Hardiman, and then the 14th with Deb Gorham. I love that, I love all classes, but the 14th, leveraging personal notes and holiday cards, there's not anybody better at that than Deb Gorham. Just the Popeyes and how to care for your clients in your database. Deb is a pro's pro, and if I was, before the holidays, you can get some great tips on how to, connect with your database over these last 6 or 8 weeks of the year that, it's easy to just go into your own shell and do your own thing, but connecting with your database in a real way is a great time to do that in the holidays here. Remember, we've got our weekly huddles, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m., led by our coaching division at Samson Plus. I would definitely jump in on those as well. KV Core and Chime on the road. November 14th, Lori will be in Richmond, and November 28th, she'll be in Lake Ridge. Bowie on December 12th. So some great times to learn all about KV Core and Chime and dig into those. Lynn's doing so she's got her 4th quarter challenge, which I'll talk about in a second, but she does these great Thursday classes as well. Tips for seller consultation, leveraging the new newsletter, and drive track for your website. Great classes, great focus classes on how, I always say, look, I don't love the CE or check the box type stuff, but that stuff builds your business. It helps you become better at business, work with clients better, awesome stuff. If I were selling right now and not doing everything I wanted to be doing, then I would be in every HQDU that I could drive to. I'd be in every Lynn class. I'd be in all these coaching classes and all these things that are going to help you build your business. So get in there. I promise it'll help. And the one thing overarching I'd be doing right now is that 4th quarter challenge. You get points, you get activities. Look, whether you win the month or win the challenge or not is great. The win is all the activities and the points that you're going to get doing. So you can sign up. We have over 200 agents already in this. Great time to get in there, do some activities that will not only benefit you before the end of the year, but will help build up those relationships and build up those habits that will create a successful 2024 for you. Live, we've got our November newsletters are up there now, so you can download those, modify those, send those out. I'm a big proponent of using those newsletters to hit your sphere of influence. Agent orientations, we're all over the map always. DC NOMA, Columbia, McLean, National Harbor, and Chantilly all in the next couple weeks. So make sure you always check the Nest calendar for those updated orientations. You can obviously always grab our agent service staff and ask whatever questions you want as well. But these are great times to reconnect and get overviews of all the things we have going on. We've talked a lot about these, but let's dig down into everything for next week. November 6th, our daily huddle at 10 a.m. On Monday, Lori always does the starting off. So build your profile in KV Core and then build your profile in Chime, both those classes. Group coaching Tuesday morning with Sam Hardman. Customize your KV Core website on Tuesday and then customize your Chime website. So those are always back-to-back classes with Lori on Tuesday. Sky Slope training on Tuesday. Wednesday, the whole team will be down in Fredericksburg for HQDU. And then our huddles, 10 a.m. on Wednesday as well. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the huddles. Fortress Foundation info. Again, we're going to feed you lunch everywhere you go here. You can go to Fredericksburg and get lunch. You can go to McLean and get lunch. But one of our sponsors, Fortress Foundation, is going to provide lunch in a class in McLean on Wednesday. Thursday morning will be our Mastermind $5 to $10 million group. So a great Zoom to get into and connect with. Lori does classes on Thursday on how to add your contacts to KV Core and then how to add your contacts to Chime. That master marketing class with Lynn is great. This is the seller consultation class on Thursday we talked about on the 9th. And then Qualia training. This is a new one, virtual link on Tuesday or on Thursday at 2 o'clock. So this is, you want training on how to use Qualia with Cardinal Title Group. Friday morning, bright and early commercial real estate webinar. Then the big one on Friday. Look, all this other stuff's great. I want to see you all front and center, smiling at me, cheering, learning a top producer takeover on Friday. I would love to have everybody out there. Go there now and sign up. And then NVR Residential Contract Addendum. That class will also be going on if you can't make the takeover. And then our Investor Agent Mastermind is Everett once a month. And that's on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. I just want to continue to thank you all for all your hard work, all your support of Samson Properties. Just a continued reminder that we can use all that support at Cardinal Title Group. At this time of year when transactions sometimes get a little bit smaller, we'd love to get a higher percentage or as many as we can to Cardinal Title Groups. We've got great staff. They're here waiting for you. They'll take great care of you, even better during the winter because they've got a little bit more time even to focus on all of your transactions, make sure we do a great job. So thank you for your continued support. Everybody's working hard out there. It's great to see you all at HQDUs and all of our different events all over. And I really hope I see a ton of you on Friday at Top Producer Takeover. I really just think it'd be a great time to learn, interact with each other. I know $59 is a drag, but you get 2 meals and 2 drinks, so it's not too bad out of it, right? And a whole day of education from some of the 15 or 20 of the top real estate producers and leaders in this area, which is awesome stuff, I think. So it'll be exciting events. Hopefully I'll see you all on Friday. Everybody have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care.